I'm the Prairie Dew Mom, and today I'm going to show you how much our backyard garden has grown in just 1 week. It's only been 7 days since I showed you my garden last, and it's so surprising how much it's grown and how many things are up. It's so exciting. Come on, let's go out to the garden and see what's going on out there.
Pumping oil.
You're an oil well pumping oil? Look, my roselle is coming up. There's one. And look how similar it looks to okra. There's roselle. And here's okra. They look so similar because they're both in the hibiscus family. The roselle and the okra were both sprouted when I planted them. And I'm a little disappointed that more didn't come up. But we have some. And there's still a chance that more will come up. I got the cucumber hills planted. And the corn is slowly but surely getting bigger. And the wild sunflowers are getting taller. And look, the sunflower seedlings are up. It's so exciting. Giant sunflowers are one of those rewarding things to grow because they grow so fast. Practically about the same time that they've got these leaves, they get their second leaves. No, my dill seeds didn't sprout that fast. I ended up buying some dill plants, a pot with 4 in it, and I divided them out and planted them this morning. I'm still hoping the seeds will sprout, but they haven't come up yet. And this variety of sunflowers hasn't come up yet, I don't think, unless this is one. This may be a sunflower. It's so tiny, but the seeds were tiny. This is a special branching variety. And not many of my squash have come up yet. I think I've not been watering them enough because I didn't want them to rot. Last year my squash seeds rotted instead of sprouting, and this year they're not coming up, and I think maybe because they're too dry. But just this morning Catherine said, look, Mommy! And there's our first squash seedling. So exciting. And over here, we have all of the peppers and tomato plants. I also bought a lot of plants this week. I just stopped at Atwood's and got 2 green zebra heirloom tomato plants. And at Walmart, I got 3 6-packs of bell peppers, 1 6-pack of Arkansas Traveler tomatoes, some dill, and a golden cayenne. And at Lowe's, I got dragon cayenne and a cowhorn hot pepper and a poblano, 2 poblanos actually, and a sweet, super sweet 100 hybrid cherry tomato, 2 Ichabod type Japanese eggplant, a red bell pepper, and a yellow bell pepper. So we got some plants to plant in the garden. So I'm out here planting my pepper plants. I got quite a few planted earlier this morning, and I was listening to a video by David Goodman about composting, and I got all inspired to put some organic material in the bottoms of my holes. So I found my grass clippers in a box and cut some grass clippings and put them in the holes. And I dug in the trash where I'd thrown away some mushrooms that had gone bad. And I'm just gonna put a mushroom in the bottom of each hole. And that'll give my little pepper plant something good to find with their roots down there. So hot peppers along here, and then the bell peppers and the poblano and the eggplant And 2 varieties of tomatoes over there. And then Brandywine and Kellogg's Breakfast and Arkansas Traveler, Yellow Pear. I have 1 Ladybug hybrid. I think that's what it is anyway. And 1 sweet, let's see, super sweet 100 hybrid cherry tomato. And 2 Golden Jubilee hybrid. No, they are heirloom. So all of the tomatoes in my garden are heirloom except for these 2 little guys. So I'm excited to see how they do. So I just have this little spot over here and a little spot over there still to plant. So the garden is filling in. And over here we have our kale getting bigger. And we had our very first harvest of our kale that we planted from seeds this spring. We have also had some harvests. I highly recommend planting some things in the spring that have a short amount of time till harvest, because it helps to encourage you so much. Because so many of the other plants, you wait and wait and wait, and I think some it can be like 2 weeks before they even sprout, and then they grow for a really long time before you see any flowers or fruit. So it's really nice to have some things that sprout quickly and that you can get a harvest right away. It's just really encouraging and helps you to stay motivated to work in the garden and get all those weeds taken care of. So here I have a seed package of arugula, and it says on the back, 35 days to harvest. I didn't have any arugula seeds or radish seeds earlier, so I just bought some this last week, and we're going to plant some. And these radishes, it's even less. 24 days to harvest, 23 to 30 days to harvest. So that will be fun. So here we have Lacinato kale and red and white Russian kale. So we are going to take them inside and cook them both and have a taste test and see what the difference is. Both of them had a kale flavor. Edwin's favorite was the Russian kale because it was more tender and wasn't as bitter. And my favorite was the Lacinato kale because it had more texture to it. One thing I decided to do this year, which I've never done before, which I think will be a lot of fun, and I kind of got the idea from the Victory Gardens. I watched a little video about Victory Gardens and some of the history, and they would actually record the amount of produce that they got from their garden. So every time I bring in produce from the garden, I am writing up here on my calendar what it was, the quantity, and also checking the store price and marking up there on the calendar how much it would have cost me if I had bought it from the store. But I tell you what, the price of being able to be out in the garden, sitting in the warm straw with your girls and picking slender little carrots right out of the garden, brushing off the dirt and eating them tops and all right there in the garden. You can't put a price tag on that. That is priceless.
This is Mommy's and this is Hannah's. Hannah's is the longest. Mommy's is the fattest. Mine is the purple. These are our carrots that we picked just now, and these are our first carrots.
One more white one.
Yeah, so many white ones.
Yes, sure enough. And we thinned out the carrots some. That was so fun. And today I planted my gladiolas in this bed. I dug them up last fall and it's way too late to plant them, but hopefully they'll still do okay. I saved out 10 over here to plant by the mailbox in the front yard. I kept them in the garage over the winter, and they actually got below freezing, and I was very worried about them, but they seem to be doing fine. They've got little root nubbins sticking out, so they should do okay. The bok choy has really grown. Bok choy is one of those rewarding ones to grow because it grows really fast. And there's two other seedlings that I hadn't noticed last week, so that's good. And the cabbage that are alive are doing pretty well. Look who we found in the garden.
Don't go away. You don't go away.
A little toad friend. Hi, little friend.
I don't think he's a toad.
What?
I don't think he's a toad. I think it's a frog. Is he?
Bye, that's all for today. We'll see you again next week. Thank you so much for going on a little tour of our urban homestead today to see how things have been growing. May God bless you and may your garden grow well. Today's picnic is a hot skillet picnic.